Check Podcast. This is T-Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today we're going to talk about the Showtime boxing card that's going to be taking place over the weekend, featuring Sebastian Fundora, aka the Towering Inferno. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also visit our sponsors, my company, www.totalcamofitness.com, if you're looking to get in some shape before the summer starts and you're looking to kind of, do some DIY stuff, you need some guidance on workout plans, I can take care of that for you. You also see advertisement at the end of the video. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the video. All right, so Showtime has a nice little card going on. You've already seen up to this point all the different boxing cards happening over the weekend. You've got ESPN Top Rank, you've got The Zone, and now Showtime. At first glance, I was thinking like, man, Showtime gonna have us wait until like 11 o'clock at night to see Sebastian Fundora fight, and the rest of this card ain't gonna be that good. Then I opened up the Boxing Showtime's app, and I actually came across the entire card. Here's what we got going on. In the prelims that you're going to be able to see for free on YouTube, all you need is an internet connection. You're going to be able to see Chris Ariola in a heavyweight fight. It's 8 rounds. You're going to be able to see Gabriela Fundora in an 8-round fight. She's a flyweight. This is Sebastian Fundora's sister. And if you don't know, a lot of people say she was actually the better boxer. So it'll be nice to see her get in there. Nice to see Showtime put some women on the card, you know what I mean? And then you've got the regular undercard. I'm not sure where this is going to be available because I don't think it's going to be on TV, and I'm not sure if it's going to be included in the prelims. So I'm interested to see where this is going to fall. But you've got a few decent fighters that I think you might want to take a look at. Frank Sanchez, he's a heavyweight. He's going to fight Daniel Martz in a 10-round fight. And Frank Sanchez can box his butt off. I mean, I've watched him fight a few times. I think he's been on a couple of pay-per-views. And for a big dude, he's got good hands. He's got good footwork. He's fundamentally sound. And while he's not your wow, knockout artist type, he's definitely an interesting boxer to watch. And I could see him beating some of the elite heavyweights once he gets a little bit more experience. So I'm wondering how we're going to be able to see him fight, because that's something they need to have on the main card for sure. Gabriel Maestre versus Devin Alexander. That's a 10-round welterweight fight. So that should be a good elite. This should be a good scrap, ultimately. Now you get into the main card, which I know would definitely be on TV. And let's see. This is going to start at 9 p.m., which is 7 o'clock West Coast time, and that's where the fight's actually happening. You're going to have Luis Ronaldo Nunez versus Christian Olivo. That's a 10-round featherweight fight. 10-round featherweight fight. And then Brandun Lee is going to face Pedro Campa. That's going to be a 10-round super lightweight. And then your main event is going to be Fundora defending his WBC interim 154-pound belt against Brian Mendoza. So the reason this is important for Fundora is because he's going to need to win this fight in order to stay in line to fight Jermell Charlo. And as many of you know, Jermell Charlo is having to delay his fight with Tim Tszyu. So Fundora may need to fight this fight and another fight before he can actually get in there and get a shot at those belts. And it may not be Charlo. Let's say Charlo is to fight Tim Tszyu later this year in September and loses. If there's not a built-in rematch clause, because this is a mandatory fight, Fundora might be facing Tim Tszyu, and you might see two of the new faces of the 154-pound division go toe-to-toe. So there's some drama and some angst involved in this, because we don't know how it's going to turn out, but we definitely need to see if Sebastian Fundora is going to hold suit. The thing that you worry about when Fundora gets in the ring is he's a very tall dude. He's 6'6". Obviously goes, he's 154 at the weigh-in. He probably goes to the ring at like 160. He said he could make 47. So I doubt if he walks around heavier than 170 on a heavy day, like after a big meal. So he's not very big going into the ring, but he trusts his chin. He believes he's durable, and he'll stand there and fight in the pocket. He gives up his height and the length of his wingspan to get in there and fight. I mean, he's just one of those kids. He's very unassuming in appearance, but he's one of those kids who doesn't mind getting hit, trusts his ability, his punch resistance, and he'll stand there toe-to-toe. You saw it in the fight with Erickson Lubin, where they went pound for pound. I mean, he was actually dropped for the first time by Lubin, but eventually he stopped Lubin and disfigured his face. There's a Twitter video going around of a dude who got beat up, and that's how Lubin looked. I mean, you could tell there was some breakage all over, the nose, the jaw and the cheekbone and stuff like that. So he's a big puncher, but you worry sometimes that he makes the fight harder than necessary because he stands in the pocket and bangs with dudes who he has a very significant physical advantage over. The longer arms, he's taller, he can punch down. If somebody could teach him how to work off the back foot just a little bit, it would definitely extend his career, because at this rate, while he can be successful, I think that he's going to hit a wall at some point because he's taking too much damage, and it's unnecessary damage. I think he can have a much longer career otherwise. But it's still going to be a good scrap. Anytime you can see the Tyrone Inferno in the ring, it should be good for boxing, you know what I mean? And it's going to conclude a really good Saturday of fights. You start early in the day with Beyond the Bell or Before the Bell on the Zone, and you can pretty much just flip back and forth. I'm going to have the fights on several different devices so I can make sure I know what's going on. Probably jump into a live stream with Boxing Jim's film study, because I know he's going to run the whole day. But, man, April 8th is about to be a hell of a day for boxing. We'll see if all the favorites win. I'm going to lay my bets in tomorrow. But for you guys out there that's watching, I do appreciate your feedback. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been T from the Mic Check Podcast. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.